We'd like to welcome you to the College Band Directors National Association Virtual Athletic Band Symposium. My name is Barry Hauser, and I have the wonderful honor of serving as the chair of our CBDNA Athletic Band Committee, made up of truly remarkable educators, musicians, and even better people. I'd like to introduce each of them. You'll get to hear a little bit from them throughout the course of these 2 days. But again, they've just done truly outstanding work in helping to facilitate and put this symposium on in a very short amount of time. Our first committee member is Casey Goodwin from the University of New Hampshire, Caroline Hand, Ball State University, Brooke Johnson, Miami University, Kelvin Jones, Louisiana State University, Amy Knops, University of Missouri, Gregory Martin, Westchester University, Brad McDavid, University of Washington, Betsy McCann, University of Minnesota, Daniel McDonald, Northwestern State University, Corey Sperlin, Auburn University, and Gary Westbrook, Tarleton State University. Just some really remarkable people. And again, I'm going to continue to reiterate and continue to thank them for all of the wonderful input, feedback that they've had in putting all of this together. On behalf of the Athletic Band Committee, I also want to thank you for joining us. What we hope will be an inspiring and uplifting message to our current situation. We know that for many of us, the last couple months may not have been inspiring or uplifting. And we hope that this provides a message of hope that we can continue to journey on and continue to make some wonderful music no matter what our situations will be. The version of this Athletic Band Symposium is very different than in years past. For one, we're not meeting face to face, obviously. We've invited our colleagues outside of CBDNA to join us from around the world as well. The registrations continue to come in. We are currently over 1,200 educators that will be joining us throughout the course of these 2 days from the middle and high school levels. Certainly our colleagues in the collegiate levels, and many of our friends from the music industry as well. Our goal for this virtual symposium is to focus on how we as a community can move forward under a variety of scenarios. And you're going to learn about some of those scenarios, probably more than what we want to plan on. But again, there's going to be a variety of scenarios we share due to COVID-19. We want to share ideas, resources, and how we can continue to maintain a sense of community as we focus efforts to keep music education alive in every rehearsal hall, classroom, marching band, football field across America or the world for those joining us from our other countries today as well. All of this being said, no one truly knows what each of us will be facing come August. Look at how much of our world has changed since mid-March. And now, where we are today. Each state, school, district, college, university, or company is going to be operating with different parameters and guidelines based on their location and ultimately what their state or governor's order. Our hope is that this virtual symposium will assist you in making the best decisions centered on safety and the well-being of our students, our programs, and of course, ourselves. We are looking forward to spending some time with you over these truly fantastic days filled with tremendous speakers, presenters, and experts who for the first time in our lives will be helping us navigate what our fall or the entire year may look like due to this virus. Our schedule for the next 2 days have been put together in a progressive manner so that as we know more about the science and facts of truly where we are, we can utilize those resources and those shared resources from later sessions to build our own plans for each and every one of our music programs around the country. For some of us, our plans may look identical. For many of us, those plans may look uniquely different as well. There are items that may be more athletic bands or marching band specific, but use this information to transfer this to another medium, regardless of the ensemble or music class that you teach. Some of the information may seem more collegiate in nature, but again, many of these approaches can be used at any level. We ask you to be open-minded, we be flexible, and patient as we take this journey together and seek solutions as well as share ideas with one another. This journey may not be perfect over these 2 days, but our goal is to make them as pertinent as possible. We know many of you want answers now, And I think that's the nature of many of us who are band directors. That's certainly who we are. We want to have that plan in place. But again, we must be patient. Must make good decisions based on the science and, again, ultimate safety and well-being of our students. I'd like to take this opportunity now to introduce our national president of the College Band Directors National Association, as well as professor and director of bands at Clemson University. He's just done an amazing job with the vision and the direction of our organization, but it is far more reaching than just the organization of CBDNA. The work he has done is truly outlining some great recommendations, some tremendous research that's going to guide us all in what our futures look like. So please help me welcome great friend and colleague, Dr. Mark Spede. Mark, welcome.
Thanks, Barry. Appreciate that introduction. And I want to thank you, especially Barry. You have done an amazing job as chair of the athletic band committee. And we are all so grateful to all the work you put into this and all of the committee members. I couldn't have asked for a better team of folks. This is truly the dream team right now. And we all appreciate your efforts. And we are obviously living through a trying time, but we are finding rays of hope. And I am optimistic as we sit here today at the end of May, that we will find a way to have some semblance of music in the fall. We don't know what exactly it will look like, but we certainly are trying to find those answers right now. And CBDNA is on the forefront of a lot of initiatives right now. I want to mention Robert Ambrose, who chaired the COVID-19 response committee, and that the great work that they did. You can find that work on our Facebook page, CBDNA Facebook page, and also our website. Some great information and resources there that are usable for indoor rehearsals. And we're going to learn a lot today, especially about how we can move forward with our marching bands and athletic bands. So a lot of great work being done in CBDNA by the various committees. And I would encourage you, if you're participating today in this symposium and you're not a CBDNA member, please consider joining. There's my sales pitch. All of our income is really based on membership, and we're doing a lot of great work, and some of it is expensive. About 5 weeks ago, I reached out to various music organizations and to bring everyone together. I saw that we were all working this problem in silos, and I thought we could do a better job if we joined together. Very quickly, it became apparent that the science behind music and aerosol transmission of virus was very lacking. And so we began a partnership with NFHS, the National Federation of State High School Associations, and James Weaver to form a coalition and raise funds to actually commission a scientific study. So I'm pleased to say that we are fully funded for the University of Colorado Boulder study, which will begin next week. And we're almost finished raising funds for a duplicate study, which will happen at the University of Maryland. In the meantime, the Colorado State University team is also working on a study, and we're going to hear from the two scientists in just a little bit. Very exciting that we're going to be actually finding out exactly what the problems are and how we can solve them. We hope to have the preliminary results in early July so that we can make some informed decisions as we move into the fall and especially August. So once again, welcome everyone. Thank you, Barry, and I'll look forward to the rest of the conference.
All right. Thank you, Mark, so much. And again, we are so grateful to all the work that our national president, Mark Spede, has done to, again, bring a lot of folks together throughout the country, and again, all for the cause of promoting music and music education, and that we may continue this great work that we all love and have a passion for. We're about 5 minutes away from our first session, so we're going to encourage you to get that last cup of coffee or get another cup of coffee if you're going to have that throughout the course of the day. Yeah, caffeinate, stretch it out a little bit, get comfortable. We're going to opening our session here at the top of the hour, so we'll be back with you in a few. Before we take that break, we do encourage you, especially with this next session, it's going to be based on the science, facts about our health and well-being, and our two wonderful colleagues from Colorado and Colorado State will be joining us. Use the Q&A function of Zoom. We've got a number of questions that were previously submitted, so we know tons of you, along with ourselves, have questions for our amazing colleagues that will be joining us here at 10. So feel free to use that. Say hello to everyone in the chat. Definitely use this as a social way to connect with one another, and we hope that you'll do that as well when we got some opportunities during our lunch, dinner break, and certainly the virtual happy hour reception at the end of the day that you can exchange some contact information and find some ways to fellowship together. So we'll be with you here in a few moments with our very first session for our 2020 Virtual Athletic Band Symposium. Thanks once again. We'll be back with you here shortly.